We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's what's happening. The Supreme Court handed a big win to a former Washington high school football coach who lost his job over reciting a prayer on the 50-yard line after games. At issue was whether a public school employee praying alone, but in view of students, was engaging in unprotected government speech. And if it is not government speech, does it still pose a problem under the First Amendment's Establishment Clause? The Supreme Court ruled Monday that the answer to both questions is no. Russia on Sunday hit Ukraine's capital Kyiv with missiles after achieving its goals in seizing other key cities and putting Russian forces a step closer to total control of the eastern region. One person was killed and 6 injured in a Russian strike on a residential apartment building in Kyiv, Ukrainian officials said. The attacks came as the group of 7 nations gathered in Germany for their annual summit. Leaders from the world's 7 leading democratic economies touted their united support of Ukraine. We have to stay together because Russian President Vladimir Putin has been counting on, from the beginning, that somehow NATO and the G7 would splinter, President Biden said at the meeting in the German Alps. Russia has missed 2 payments on its foreign currency sovereign debt, putting it into its first foreign debt default since 1918. Russia fell into delinquency not because it ran out of money, but because Western sanction imposed in response to the invasion of Ukraine prevented it from getting the equivalent of $100 million payable in dollars and euros to bondholders. The Wall Street Journal reported sanctions made the default inevitable because they disconnected Russia from the global financial system. The missed payments weren't expected to damage Russia's markets or its economy, partly because Russian bonds have already been trading for pennies on the dollar since shortly after the invasion started in late February, as investors braced for the default. Group of 7 leaders met with Ukrainian President Zelensky via video link on Monday as they discussed new economic measures to punish Russia for invading Ukraine. The plans include a price cap on Russian oil, higher tariffs on Russian goods, and more economic sanctions. The leaders are working to finalize plans for the oil price cap during their 3-day summit in the German Alps, with G7 finance ministers then working out the details in the coming weeks. The United States also plans to announce it has purchased an advanced surface-to-air missile system for Ukraine to help it resist Russia's invasion. Zelensky has expressed concerns that Western support is fraying as the war pushes up prices of fuel and other goods. So far, economic sanctions have had little to no effect on Russia. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission urged people who bought solar-powered patio umbrellas sold exclusively at Costco to immediately stop using them and return the umbrellas after numerous units caught fire. The recall applies to about 400,000 Sunvilla 10-foot solar LED market umbrellas sold in the United States and Canada. The lithium-ion batteries in the umbrellas' solar panels can overheat, posing fire and burn hazards, the CPSC said. The umbrellas, which feature LED lights on their inside arms and a solar panel on top, were produced by California-based Sunvilla Corp. And sold at Costco for $130 to $160 between December 2020 and May 2022. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com/podcasts, the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Amazon Music, Audible, and wherever you find podcasts. We'll see you next time.